Hello, the game has started and it's my opponent to go first. I have some heavy clunky consonants which will restrict my ability to bingo, namely the V, F and W. I won't be able to get rid of all three in one hit unless I exchange. Opponent plays copied. I do have waft underneath copied. And that seems fine for 34. Not a good pickup. Juvy, pretty far from bingo territory, but scoring potential does remain on the rack. Board tightening up a bit. I have Juve on my rack, creating a hot spot unfortunately, but it does. Okay, opponent's taken that spot out. I have Joey's, that would score quite nicely. I can't seem to play underneath pack. Oink takes a B, but I think Joey's is going to score fairly well for 46, an awful rack leave, but Jougs for 42. I actually prefer this rack leave, getting rid of the U. Okay, not a bad rack. I have the V and Y for score, but do I have a bingo? Opponent gets rid of a V there. Vola is good. Valve is good, but it misses the trips. Savvy is good, but it also misses the trips. Savoy. Wow, so many words that just don't quite reach. I would love to get rid of the V. Vola just feels weak. It does take out a hot spot, but look at the rack leave. Just looks very close to a bingo this. I wonder if I'm missing one. Lovey. lovies. I think I will go with Vola. Not a great pickup. I've got the U again and the V together. Not very good. I just felt that hotspot needed to be taken out, but at the expense of a slightly inferior rack leave. Now, if I can get rid of the U and the V, the rack will start to improve dramatically. UE is good as well, but it doesn't play anywhere. Pax, I think, is good. Suati doesn't quite reach the double. Can't play the Y. What about yay? Okay, that spot gets taken. What about SYE here? 25, yeah, I'm going with that. Uninvite, not quite. Uni prefix and the IVE ending. No, not seeing a 7. No floaters to utilize currently, so no 8s either. But I'm wondering if this rack does combine with some floaters to create an 8. Eventide. But the U just kind of messes the rack up a bit. Love, maybe. Does take an S, but no, that can't be best. What about an IC ending word? Tunic. If opponent changes, I think I might change. Okay, he doesn't change. Pro takes nothing I've got. I don't think. Neve. I just can't seem to get rid of this U. Tune. Pack takes an I. No, I'm changing. There probably is a better play, but I'm changing those three. That's a bit better. I can work with this. Infested onto a D. Is there a 7? Opponent bingos. Faintest onto a T. Infester. Sounds plausible. Fainters. Fainters is AI. Now if there's a 7 beginning with an F, that would score very well. Fenniest through an N. Infester. There must have been something better there, but anyway, missed it. I have mush. If opponent doesn't take that spot, 39. And wish, but I don't want to hang on to the U. Both blanks still to come, so there is an argument for tile turnover. Okay, I'm going with mush for 39. Duplicates, but I've got a blank. Doesn't look like a good rack, this one, for bingoing. Do have the ING ending, but yeah, opponent bingos. Now I have the IER ending. Winnia with a H, is that? Winnia. Yeah. Oh, that's a hot spot. Anyway, it's done and I have to accept whatever comes down there. A QI play would be disaster. Now, Z plays. I have Zen and NE for a decent enough score. I don't imagine the spot will remain available. If it does, I'm looking at Z plays but not seeing any. No dual direction on this spot here at 11k. And hard to get a two direction up here at J2. Scores are more or less level. Boink remains available, and Boa 30 points, not bad. Boink. I think Boink is good. I really have to get rid of this VU combo. It's killing. Okay, opponent plays there. Zen looks alright. Yeah, just not seeing much better. 34. I still have Boa and Boink. Proa takes, well, perhaps an S. The V still a hindrance, or the VU combo I should say. Opponent scores well with his Y. Blow for blow at the moment. Oh, 2 U's, that is awful. Uvula onto an A. But I'll probably lose momentum with scoring on this next turn, I think. Ovule misses the double word square, but does get rid of a U and a V. Opponents played off the Q there. Now Vogue looks okay. That'll sort the rack out and score well. Not a good pickup. Still very Val heavy. And opponents, if the opponent's got H and C for score at the end, that could be decisive. But either way, it looks like a close finish. Unless one of us bingos, but I don't see that happening. The V is still a floater. Looking around the board for the higher scoring tiles like Pack. Nothing goes in between Own and L. Wow, I'm not going to score much this turn, unfortunately. Oh, wait a minute. Quill. Oh, that's a shame I don't have another L or a T. Ah, that would have been a nice little play. Opponent scores 22 there. Opponent can probably go out, I think. Core A is good. Korea. No, I don't think he can go out there. He's got a fairly big score here. HOA. Ooh, that needs to be blocked. HOA would be a winning play for him. But then I've got the L for ideal. I do have an A or an E. He can't extend idea or ID, so maybe adieu, something like. Or what about duel 24? 24, but what do I do with AII? Is there a way of getting rid of an I? Deal is good. 24 and A2 through the T, or what about setting myself up for ideal? No, LIEU, that's 18. I think, what do I do? A2, yeah, I think this is, let's go with this. He's probably identified my outplay through the T, and he'll block that. But is there another play? QU, queer, no. Urak, well done. I didn't think of Urak, so that was maybe a mistake. Maybe if I played just die, D-I-E, and then, yeah. Thank my opponent for the game. Yeah, I think that's just D-I-E would have been a better end to that one. Anyway, let's see what we missed. So, Ponst was best or copied. Now, Waft was best from this rack. Oink for 43, big score for opponent. And then Jougs for 42 was best. Vagal best for 26. Saveloy, wow, 86 point bingo at 11F. Pax and Saveloy. Wow, nice bingo. Only looks vaguely familiar. Wouldn't have spotted that one. So I went with Vola, and then opponent has AE for 10 or P for 15. Yeev for 21, Psy for 25. Where's Yeev? 7H. Yeev, okay. Yeah, it does score quite well. I mean, Psy scores better, but look at the UV combo as an equity score. It brings it right down to 18, 10 point equity difference, hanging on to the S. Okay. Pro for 21 or Pro for 20. Yeah. Now, I think I exchanged here, but Nevi for 16 at 5J. Nevi, yeah. I guess it is better than changing. Yeah, Nevi would have been UTE, not terrible, as long as you don't pick up another U. But, yeah, Nevi definitely better than changing. And the other one was ventured through, or nah, don't really like that for 13, leaving useful floaters for opponent. on a closed board. Relaxing, 84 comes down, and opponent takes the lead there. Infesta was the only bingo. Took a while on this rack. And then opponent had a bit of a Val dry rack there. He goes with Gert. Now, Wino for 50. Where was that? Wow, look at that. Underlapping Infesta. Huge score. And, well, it probably gave a little score back to opponent. Lots of words ending SH. But that is a decent play. I went with Mush for 39. And then opponent's got a nice rack here. Dettes and Debates. And again, he's a bingo ahead. Then Winnier comes down, the only bingo. Not surprising. 72. And then Moderate, another bingo on offer through the A of Debates. Opponent misses that one and goes with Dime. Now, this rack had scoring potential, but it was not exactly synergistic. Vulgo for 20, keeping BNZ. That leaving a V out in the open with the scores quite close. I don't know if I like that one. I went with Zen, which scored quite well. Now, Moy for 31 was best with a good rack leave. Vogue or Boa. Boa was second best, but Vogue, I think I played Vogue next turn. Maybe I should have played it. Well, I don't think it changed too much. Cat for 22. Opponent gets that one down. Now Vogue comes down, 31, as we enter into the end game. Gat for 16 for opponent. Gator for 20. Very flexible rack leaves, which is always an advantage when you go into the end game, because you have the you have a higher likelihood of going out in 2 with maximum flexibility. And I think that's what happened at the end. So opponent played Triage. Now Duel also gives back the O-rack play. Dial does, Duel does, Dial does. What about Due? D-U-E. Opponent can't do much. D-U-E. So you'd have to end in an O. I don't know if there's an O from these 5 letters. A word ending in O to make ado. So that might have been interesting. If I played Due, I've got Ilia on my rack. Not that it plays anywhere, because RA is no good. But Due would have been there anyway. Yeah, so Due, I wonder about Due, because Due scores 23, so then I'm 413. But opponent's almost certainly going to score well with, he's got Ratch and Roch. Yeah, interesting. Very close endgame. I can't see a winning, like a definite winning play for me here, because Due, Ilia, I don't know if I can go out with Ilia. Anyway, it's interesting, those end games when they close like that. I thought there might be a great 30-point play somewhere tucked in amongst the heavier tiles, but not to be this time. And I overlooked Orach. I thought opponent would play through the T and then we'd just fight it out for the last points, but a nice play by opponent. I think it might take an E as well at the end. I need to check that. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.